Now, I cannot believe when I'm saying this, but one of the hottest investments over the past couple of weeks has actually been the Paris capsules, absolutely exploding in price, something that's completely unprecedented for everything we know about the major sticker market. And it really comes down to the fact that obviously they were so cheap, they were actually undervalued. And we've seen that value come out as stickers overall have really been in an increasing demand. And Paris is still honestly a pretty decent looking sticker. That being said, it has exploded in price along with some of the specific stickers inside of the Paris hemisphere. Now, it's very interesting, obviously, but it's not just Paris. The whole sticker market has really shot up in price. We're going to be breaking that down a little bit more, but honestly, I don't want to graze over Paris. This is the most improbable growth we've seen for any investment, in my honest opinion. Paris is one that has such a massive supply. We didn't think it would ever get back to a 25-cent price point, and right now it's looking like it could exceed well past that in a pretty easy fashion. I mean, obviously, it hasn't reached it just yet, but these capsules have shot up in price, and they are continuing on this just insurmountable growth. It's amazing to see, especially for someone who holds a lot of Paris. Skinland is today's sponsor, and if you're looking to sell your CS2 skins, they are the #1 spot. Now, with Valve's latest update, you have to wait 7 days to go ahead and get your money, but with Skinland, you're going to be able to get the best rate possible with a $10 free bonus on your first trade. Now, don't forget to use code MASTERSHINY for that bonus, and the best part about this is they are one of the first to bring this back, and they are the most safe option to sell your CS2 skins for cash. They've also got a massive marketplace if you're looking to pick up some CS2 skins as well, significantly cheaper than the Steam market. I sell on Skinland for the best rate, so don't wait. Now, it's not just Paris that's been absolutely insane for the sticker market. If we want to look at Stockholm, we can see exactly what I mean with the Evil Geniuses Hollow. This thing is up around 13 to 1400% growth in the past month. This thing has been absolutely manipulated out the wazoo. It's obviously not natural demand by any means, but it has shot up the price of the Stockholm capsules, the Stockholm stickers overall by a significant margin, which is very interesting because obviously this sticker has not been just a fad. It shot up in price, but it's actually sustained it for quite a while, at least at this point. We don't know what the future is for Stockholm or any of these areas, obviously, but this is a very good sign that people are either taking demand or trying to manipulate it. Honestly, it doesn't matter. They're pumping a lot of money into Stockholm, so if you've already got an investment into Stockholm, it's probably a more beneficial thing than anything else. If we want to look at it, it has led to nearly a doubling in price for the Stockholm Legend sticker capsules, and some of the other ones have seen some minute growth as well. I will definitely say be very careful because something like this is highly manipulated. Whereas Paris and other major capsules have seen at least somewhat natural demand and growth, it seems like Stockholm is not the case here at all. It's been shooting up in price because of this Evil Geniuses Hollow being massively manipulated, but it's still growth at the end of the day. And if you want to sell, obviously you can now make a lot more than you could just a month ago. Now, it's not just Stockholm or Paris as well. We've got a lot of other capsules shooting up in price, specifically our Shanghai and our Copenhagen. These are the two big ones I want to focus in on. First up, we got Shanghai, talking about that Legends capsule. This thing has gone absolutely insane. As long as I keep on mentioning these capsules, they've probably shot up in price. Shanghai Legends is no different, up over 150% in the past month. That's absolutely absurd growth for a capsule like this. This thing is barely a year old, and we're seeing some massive opportunities for people that invested in. With that being said, there is a lot of caveats that come with these two specifically, being that they are so new. We don't have the greatest grasp on what they really look like long term. Obviously, we've got some application data, but that is very skewed to being at the beginning of a major. We don't know if they're going to be major fall offs for the applications, or if honestly the supply is just so low that this growth could continue. These are capsules that not that many people honestly invested into because of everything we were seeing in the major capsule market at the time. There was really little to no growth, and that's why these ones could have gone underinvested. It could be a huge opportunity. We just don't know for sure, and that's why you need to be very careful inside of this area because the major sticker market is not guaranteed profit by any means. But if we want to look at these capsules, I mean, there is no question, no doubt about it. They have gone absolutely absurd with their prices, and that could be a very good sign for what's to come inside of this area because honestly, the supply is not absolutely massive like it was for Paris. We want to look at the listings on the market, which is not supply, by the way, but we can see that not many people are looking to sell these capsules. They are extremely low, and that's an extremely good sign for anyone that has a lot of these stockpiled because these things are definitely on a strong trajectory, and no one can deny that. Now, giving you the breakdown for those Austin capsules, things have been very interesting. Obviously, we've not seen a sale yet. Maybe by the time you're watching this video, we finally have, but the ROIs are finally starting to slip on some of these. It's very interesting. We saw them peak a little bit ago, and now they're on the decline. Honestly, nothing crazy going on inside of this area. The liquidity is so low for the Austin major capsules right now because who is going to really be buying these? We know there's most likely going to be a sale coming relatively soon, and therefore people are just not investing their money into this area, whether it's to open or invest obviously into these capsules, which you should not be investing into these capsules anyway. Very interesting to see. Honestly, the Austin major has gone gone a little bit stagnant, nothing too crazy. We're just waiting for that sale, which theoretically should be coming and probably lasting, honestly, until like the end of the year at this point because it's taken so long to get here. Very interesting that we have not seen it yet, but obviously Valve is trying to get every last cent. Now coming to the question of should you be investing right now, in my honest opinion, I think the majority of these answers are probably going to be no for the majority of these capsules. If we're talking about Paris, obviously Paris has such a massive supply that I don't think it's a very smart idea to get into unless you got a really big hankering for Paris, and I think that really goes for the majority of major capsules in today's day and age. Honestly, you had your opportunity to get into them, and now that the price is up significantly, they're still not in an amazing position long term, in my honest opinion. I feel like we run into a lot of people falling into the trap that they see an investment go up in price and believe they have to get in on that investment. The major capsule market is full of this because we see lots of mini hype sprays on specific commodities, specific items. Overall, the demand is not that strong for the major capsule market. Right now, it's in the hot seat. Look at how many years that it really took to get to this point, especially for something like Paris. Now, don't get me completely wrong. There are a lot of opportunities for you to make a lot of money inside of the major capsule market. It's just extremely volatile. I will say if you want to get into an individual sticker, I would highly suggest you look at the capsule instead. Look at what happened to the Evil Geniuses Hollow. It shot up in price significantly, but look at the capsule that it was in. It shot up in price 100%, and it's been a lot more stable of an investment compared to the Hollow long term. Overall, it's a very volatile area with very few people that make a significant amount of profit. I think there's a lot better areas to put your money into. If you want to get into it though, that's obviously your risk. Now, one area I had to save till the end because I could not believe it, but it's RMR. RMR stickers are finally in a very interesting predicament because we are seeing the capsules go up pretty significantly all across the board. It seems like they finally hit the hype spree at least a little bit. I would definitely say this is a very, very questionable investment in my honest opinion in the current market. The ROIs on these things are absolutely abysmal, but we've seen it overall that the hype has really hit the major capsule market, and this is a perfect example of that. Definitely be very careful inside of this area, and obviously do not make any investment without looking at the data. Now, I talked about it slightly before, but one huge mistake you can make right now is investing into individual stickers. We are seeing a lot of individual stickers absolutely go insane in price. Some of them from Paris, some of them from Copenhagen, some of them from Stockholm. It doesn't really matter. Honestly, it really comes down to the fact that you can get dumped on these so easily. Stickers are very easy to manipulate, and honestly, something shooting up in price can very clearly and easily come back down super quickly. Definitely a super volatile area. It's why I highly suggest if you really want to get into an individual sticker, you potentially look at the capsule instead. It's a lot less risky, and honestly, you have chances that the other 7 stickers may go up inside of it as well. Now, coming to the big question of what am I buying right now? Honestly, the answer is nothing. I don't think it's a really smart idea to buy a lot of things right now during a major capsule hype. Even if I may make a little bit of quick profit, I don't find it worth it. I think there's a lot of risk inside of this area that not many people realize, and that's why I'm just avoiding it altogether right now. That's all I got. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day.